What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today I want to talk about investing active income and only spending passive income. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, try out some G Fuel energy formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description, and of course, make sure to get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. For every friend you refer, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares of some of the most rock-solid companies on the planet. If you don't want the free stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get whatever else it is that you want to get. Webull link in the description. All right, so today I wanted to talk about active income and passive income. Now, very quickly, for those of you that don't know the difference, I'm sure many of you do, but for those of you who don't, active income is the money that you clock in and clock out of work for. You punch in at 9 o'clock, you punch out at 5 o'clock, and all of a sudden, the money that you're making stops. You're only allowed to make money for 8 hours of the day. You're only allowed to make a certain amount of money per hour or a certain amount of money per year if you're on salary. That's active income. The money that you are breaking your back for, the money that you are working your face off for, and the money that stops being earned when you stop working. Passive income, on the other hand, is money that's generated by investing, by holding assets. A couple different ways you can go. It could be dividend income, it could be interest income, it could be distribution income, it could be rental income, it could be income being generated by a home-based business that you've automated to the best of your ability so it kind of operates itself somewhat. That's passive income. Income that doesn't stop. I posted a video the other day going into more detail about this, but active income is temporary, passive income is forever. If you haven't seen it, go watch that video before you finish this one, then come back to this video. But I wanted to talk about something because I was listening to a podcast the other day. And what was being talked about, the topic of conversation, it was active income and passive income. And what was explained was this guy only invests his active income. He does not spend it. He uses it to pay certain bills. He uses it to, buy food and do what he needs to do. But whatever's left over after the necessary living expenses, he takes every penny and invests it. Invests it into assets that generate passive income. His approach is buying real estate. So passive income for him is rental income. As long as people are living in these apartment buildings, he's making money. Every single month they pay the rent, he gets a check. Passive income. He doesn't have to break his back for it. They're writing him checks whether he's doing, 100-hour weeks or if he's just, laying on the couch all week. That's passive income. That's the passive income he's after. And that's the only money that he spends. And I try to do something very similar, but on a much, much smaller scale. I cannot take the money that's left over from my paychecks and just casually buy apartment buildings. As much as I would love to do that, and as bad as I want to get into real estate, I can't do it just yet. However, I take a very similar approach. Every single week when I get my paycheck from my job, and every single month when I get my paycheck from my other job, because I work 2 jobs, working on average 88 hours a week, breaking my back, it's active income. Those paychecks will stop if I stop working. But anyway, every single week when I get my paycheck from my main job, I set a little bit aside that I know that I'm going to need to spend. I make sure that I have enough for all the expense, to keep a roof over my head, to keep food in the fridge, and to pay for everything else that I need to pay for, which is not much, by the way. I've tried to minimize my expenses to the best of my ability. And every dollar that's left, I invest it. every single dollar, I transfer it over to my brokerage app that I use. I use two, but I use one mainly. I mentioned it in the beginning of the video. Webull, that's what I use for my Roth IRA nowadays. You don't have to use it for a retirement account. You could just use it for a whatever account, a dividend income account, a stock trading account, like whatever it is that you're into. You could do it on Webull. Now, like I said before, if you download the app and fund your account, they're going to give you up to 12 free fractional shares just for doing so. And for every friend you refer, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares per referral. Pretty big opportunity. Don't pass up on this. Webull link in the description. If you don't want the free stocks, get them anyway. They're free. Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and buy something that you actually want to buy. Link in the description. All right, so every penny that's left over, I transfer it over to my brokerage app and I invest it. I have a certain amount of dollars that I invest on a weekly basis into my Roth IRA, which has a maximum contribution for this year, 2023, of $6,500. Doesn't seem like very much, but if you max it out every single year and reinvest the dividends and keep on doing this over and over and over, the compound effect will completely take over. And if you're patient, it's the easiest way to become a millionaire. Point blank, period. But here's the thing. If you break that down, $6,500 a year, if you want to make a contribution every single week, that totals up to $6,500. Do the math, $125 a week. Not too bad. I also take a certain amount of dollars, or the leftover dollars, and I put them into my regular investing account. Not my retirement account. I put it into a dividend income account where I buy into, nowadays, mainly broad market index funds, but I spent all of 2020 and 2021 and the beginning of 2022 mainly focusing on a handful of individual stocks that, I've invested in for a variety of different reasons. Number one, I believe in the company. I believe in the management. I believe in the brands, products, and services that they're associated with. I've crunched the numbers, and I believe in the stocks. I believe that they are going to appreciate in value over time, and they also, for the most part, most of them, pay dividends, aka passive income. Now, for me, it's a little bit different. I'm not 100% in line with the guy I was just talking about before, how he invests all his active income and spends his passive income. I don't spend my passive income. In fact, to this day, today, as I am filming this video, I have not spent a penny of any of my passive income that I've ever generated, which, by the way, isn't an absurd amount. I don't even make an absurd amount of active income. I do what I can with what I have where I'm at. I invest as much as I can, and my investments pay me a little bit of passive income. That passive income that's coming in, I do not take it and buy lunch. I do not take it and buy groceries. I do not take it and put money down on a car. No. I don't go and get a nice watch with the passive income. What I do with my passive income is what you're supposed to do when you're the little guy, when you're one of us. We're not these mega millionaires. We're not making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and if you are, God bless you. That's awesome. Good for you. Hope to be there one day. But we reinvest the passive income back into whatever in the world just paid us. For example, if you put $1,000 into something that pays you out, let's call it 1.5%. You put $1,000 in, and it pays you 1.5% per year, and it pays quarterly. So $1,000 put in, and you're getting 1.5%. That's $15 a year. Not very impressive, especially when you look at what it pays quarterly, which is $3.75. Do I take that $3.75 to go and get coffee No, I do not. I put that $375 right back into what just paid me. That way, the next payment will be a little tiny bit bigger because I'm not going to be earning 1.5% on $1,000 anymore. Now I'm going to be earning 1.5% on $1,003.75. $1,003.75. You want to know what 1.5% of that is for the next quarterly payment? It's going to be $15, like I said before, $15, but this time in 6 cents. A little bit more. Not very impressive. Or I'm sorry, that's per year. Divide that by 4. $3.76. My mistake. So the first payment was $3.75. The second payment, $3.76. See where I'm going with this? The compound effect is finally starting to take flight. So $3.75, the first payment, plus $3.76, the second payment. I have my calculator right here, don't mind me. $3.75 plus $3.76 plus the $1,000 initial investment, your principal right there. Now you're earning 1.5% on $1,007.51. So what's your third quarterly payment going to be? If we look at 1.5%. Now it's $377. Just about $377.8. And imagine you don't just sit around waiting for the payment to come through so you can throw that $3 and change back in. What if you put $1,000 in the first time and from then on out you also invest $100 a month? $100 a month with dividends reinvested. The compound effect, the snowball effect, very similar. I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I have a video that you should watch before this one. I also just posted a video the other day talking about the compound effect and the power of it. Compound interest. It compounds over time. You put $1,000 in initially, plus $100 every single month from then on out. And every 3 months, when they pay you to hold what you're holding, you reinvest that right back in. And it keeps on building. Not to mention, if you made the right move and you continue to make the right move, you're going to see capital appreciation as well. So you're going to see the capital appreciation. You're going to see consistent monthly contributions. You're going to see quarterly distributions or payouts, cash payments, reinvested right back in. The snowball effect really starts to move. Starts to move faster and faster down the hill. And the faster it moves down the hill, the more snow it collects. The more snow it collects, the bigger it gets. The bigger it gets, the faster it moves. The faster it moves, the more snow it collects. The more snow it collects, the bigger it gets. The bigger it gets, the faster it moves. You see the cycle? Goes down the hill, keeps going and going and going and going and going, building and building and building and building and building. That right there is the power of compound interest. That right there is the power of passive income. That is what I and many other people out there are working on right now. We're working on getting the snowball to get some momentum. That's the stage we're in right now. We're not spending the passive income. We're trying to snowball the passive income. So anyway, I want you guys to head on down in the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to active income and passive income, you don't have to tell me how much you make, how much you earn, how much you've invested. You don't have to give me a dollar amount. But if you understand my logic here, or if you go about what the guy was talking about before, do you spend your passive income? Like I said, I've never spent a penny of my passive income. I barely even spend my active income. I try to invest every penny, like I said before. Do you spend your passive income? Maybe you're making enough to cover, small expenses. Maybe you're making enough to, take care of whatever you have to pay for at the gas station, or maybe it covers your phone bill. Maybe you use it for that. Or maybe you keep reinvesting and trying to build it up so that, who knows, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, you can live off of it entirely. Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Over 50 different flavors to choose from. This one's Bahama Mama, and I definitely recommend it. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. For every friend you refer, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares. If you don't want them, go and get them anyway. They're free. Take them, sell them. Congratulations, now you have the cash to do whatever you want with. And on Webull, on this app, you can set yourself up a Roth IRA if that's what you want, or you can just use it as a dividend income portfolio, or buying growth stocks, or day trading, whatever it is that you want. It's all on Webull. Link in the description. Do not pass up on an opportunity. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know one more time. What are your thoughts on the active income being used to fuel and generate passive income, and then using the passive income to further fuel and build and compound more passive income? Every 3 months, you're paid a certain amount, but if you reinvest it back in, that means every 3 months you're going to be making more than you made 3 months ago. That's the compound effect. That's the power of compound interest. What would you do in a situation like that? Would you take the passive income and use it for, small spending, take care of certain bills, make life a little bit easier? Or would you keep being as minimalistic as possible and as frugal as possible so you can reinvest those dividends or the distributions or the rental income or whatever it is that you're generating to keep that snowball rolling? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.